Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're safe and well. We're taking this opportunity to come up to Rushmere again to film the section that we've not done before. So hopefully you're going to enjoy the walk as we show you around. It's a lovely sunny day and hopefully we'll get a little bit of a view from the Heron's Calf, which is absolutely stunning. Throughout the park there's many sculptures that we're going to try and film some of those that we missed on our last visit. The first one here is the Fairy King, so I'm going to just quickly film him and then we'll carry on with the walk. So here is the Fairy King and he's just outside the Heron Calf. As you can see, he's been carved in wood. What a fantastic bit of carving there. I'm sure we'd all love to be able to do something skillful like this, but this is really nice and it's the start of our walk. The biodiversity of the area is absolutely outstanding. The great crested newt is also here, and of course you've got the usual rabbits and the great spotted woodpecker. We might be able to hear one of those as we go round, but maybe a downy emerald dragonfly. They're beautiful when you see them flying around. We'll have a look, see what we can find, and of course herons. Fantastic bench. Have a sit down on. What I love about this park is the fact that they've put little doors and little different carvings in different places, which absolutely fires the imagination. Where is the Greensand country? Well, effectively it's a ridge that runs for some 35 miles. Getting high. It's getting high. Is it a fee, fi, fo, fum moment?
It is. We've got the book next to it.
And what do you smell? The blood of the what?
English.
The Greensand country consists of 35 miles of long ridge of sandstone, locally named as the Greensand Ridge. And it's associated with the river, or the valleys, that run some 88 miles between it. We think about the area that it covers. It's between Bedfordshire, that's Leighton Buzzard, to Gamlingay in the northeast. Some of the sediments of the land, which is really interesting for the geological side of things, have been here since the Cretaceous period. And don't panic, he's not real. If he was real, I wouldn't be here myself. It's clever, isn't it? What is lovely is you can hear children playing and enjoying themselves here. But also, within a few moments, you're in an area where you're alone and extremely peaceful. But you're not left alone completely, because every now and then you find another fantastic carving, just like this one. It's here on the left here. And it's a seat. Isn't that clever? This one's a lot smaller than the seat we just showed you, which was the giant seat. I didn't have anybody with me to be able to show you the perspective of the giant seat, but this one would fit me quite nicely. I just passed some rangers who were working very hard. They were obviously tidying up some woodland, and it's really good to see the conservation that's going on around here. When you think about the habitat, the animals that are here, but also for people to enjoy. It's such a lovely area that you could spend literally all day here and not cover it. And another seat that's been carved, so carefully done, skillfully done. What a highlight. Just further up, those gentlemen there and a lady have got a little dog with them, and the little dog was running towards me and it had a stick in its mouth, and the stick hit my foot, and if it had been going any faster I would have been upended. That would have been a good video, wouldn't it? I think you would have enjoyed that one. So walking through the woodland, we've just come to a little bit of a clearing, and if you had your lunch with you, that would be the ideal place just to sit down and have a little bit of a picnic. I'll just show you that now. So just coming through the clearing now, we come to this area where you can sit down and have lunch. And how nice that would be to sit round, just have a little bit of a chat, enjoy your sandwiches and take the seat. Now I wonder who would sit in that chair in your family. Or perhaps there's a little section here where 3 of you could sit down. Really clever. How do we know that some of this land was actually formed during the Cretaceous period? Well, we know that sea levels rose due to global warming. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? But we can actually find within the sand or the sediment of the land animal life that only lives in the sea. So we find like fossils of them and evidence that they have lived here when it was seabed as opposed to land. And of course over the years the land has come back up and the sea has receded, leaving us with the sands, hence the reason we have Woburn Sands. Now when I was a kid I used to think Woburn Sands must mean that it was near the beach, and of course it would have been once, but now it's clearly not nowhere near the beach. But that's why we can tell that some of the sediment, some of the land used to be under water. Interesting, eh? Nice little den that's been built. Even with its own little stall to take a seat on. Not sure how waterproof it would be though. Probably not so great. So you could head back to the Rushmere Park, which is what we will do shortly. Or at this juncture, hopefully, I don't know if I can see that. Let's try and bring it on. That's difficult. There's a sign for Leighton Buzzard, so along that route we'll take you to Leighton Buzzard, or Great Brick Hill is behind me, but I won't film because there's a family coming that way, so we'll just turn around. Just show you this little view. When I say a little view, look how beautiful that is. So just heading back into the interior, and we're going to walk along a slightly different route on the way round, and just show you what's up that way. So we're going to head off to the left now. See so many people at the moment. That's fine. You could come down here and ride your horse in the selected pathways for horse riding. So we're going to go up here. All the pathways are marked out, so you just follow them along, and certain ones give you access to certain places. Hopefully you can see the colour of that. Looks great, absolutely great. You can see the sun coming through at the end and the trees leaning over. There are ferns everywhere, beautiful. How they carpet the area. So we've just gone round in a U shape. It's been a lovely walk round, and we've come up to the back entrance to the Wild Things set, where the double doors are. You can find videos of that program on YouTube. Feel free to have a dig around on the search engines. Gates are sealed up, obviously to stop people swinging on them. All the way through the woods there's been symbols here which you can look up and follow various different trails to look at some of the wildlife. tree because there are so many butterflies landing on it. But of course it's very difficult to film something so small without disturbing them. So I'll try and get close if I can. I count maybe 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure why they like the tree, but they do. Well, I mean actually, I don't know if you can see this, but they're everywhere. People keep walking through, but they don't notice them. Ooh, one nearly landed on my face. So I've now turned right from the film set and the butterflies, and I'm heading on the final corridor back to where we started. And we've not been left without some joyful carving, because here we have yet another fantastic piece to enjoy, which captures the area quite nicely, including the gliders of Dunstable. And as you can see, agriculture, sport, and of course some of the creatures that inhabit this area, snakes and the little lizards, newts, and of course on the right hand side I assume that's a heron. this has been a totally enjoyable video. I hope you've enjoyed walking around with us. It's been fascinating to see the different carvings, but what's been really beautiful is the way that they managed the area. Almost back where we started. We're heading back to where there's a lot of people. If you've enjoyed this video, please put a thumbs up or click on subscribe or leave an encouraging comment. Until next time, take care and hope to see you very soon. So we're going to walk around a little section of the Rushmere Country. So where is the Greensand country? Well, effectively it's a 35-mile ridge of sandstone that can be tracked when you look through. Now, how do we know that some of this sand or the ridge was actually created during the Cretaceous? It's a hard word to say that. So we've gone in a sort of U shape, now heading towards the Stranger Things set that was set within the woods here. So we've gone round in a U shape and we're now coming to the back end of the Stranger Things set where the double doors are, which you would have seen in our other videos that we showed you. This has been absolutely an enjoyable walk. So this has been an absolutely enjoyable walk. I hope you've really enjoyed it. We're almost at the start where we started off and just walking back down the final corridor where we started the walk in the first place. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, put a thumbs up or put a comment in, as you know, if you want to add something of encouragement. The sun's bright on me there. Let's film that again in a sec.